it just. But let's count the sensors. The Rivian R1T is a marvel in modern engineering. And I mean, nowadays it's not because there's millions of electric vehicles on the road, and this one just happens to have a pickup bed. Then again, so does the Lightning. But if you were to take the Rivian back 10 years ago, people would freak out at how awesome it is. They even freak out today. What am I getting at? Nothing. But I love my Rivian, and I made a video about 6 months ago about getting it and doing a 2,000-mile road trip with it to confront a shady dealership that tried to sell one with options it doesn't really have. And as of right now, it has 15,000 miles in less than a year, which is unheard of for me. That's how much I enjoy driving it. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's pretty luxurious, it's overall a neat truck. Unfortunately, after finishing my 2,000-mile road trip, the second I got back home, I was rear-ended from someone from New Jersey. And there's only one authorized body shop in my state to fix Rivians, so it took a while. I have a hilarious exchange with my insurance company, telling me to bring the car wherever I want, and they'll fix it. And all 4 places I went to denied the repair. So I got hit in October, and the car was finally repaired in May. So Rivian went all out and gave me a loaner vehicle while my car was getting fixed, which is crazy. And I don't know if they did it because they felt bad or they thought that someone was famous. Either way, it doesn't matter. I got a sweet loaner, which was also a Rivian. So naturally, when you have something you enjoy, you want to share it with other people, like food or a video game or a spouse. So that's what I did. I let someone borrow my Rivian right after I got it back from being repaired. Matter of fact, I handed over the keys to them, and I didn't even drive it after it was fixed. Well, I learned a lesson here. People don't treat their things the way they treat your things. How do I know this? Well, their cars are still pretty nice and shiny, and mine isn't. The truck was returned with a new feature. It's called severe body damage. So this doesn't look severe, but I'll get into that later. Now, I'm not going to give any information about this person to protect their identity, like her gender. That's not important. What is important is the truck really doesn't want you to break it. So as a result, it has a pedestrian detection system, rear collision warnings, side traffic warnings. It has a backup sensor here, a camera here, a camera up there, a side camera here, a high-def camera up here, another camera, a front bumper. The truck can literally see the future. Now, backing up a Rivian into something without the truck warning you 100 times isn't easy, but you know it is easy? Making a website with Squarespace. It's easy to claim a domain or URL like www.maybe-the-Rivian-needs-10-more-senses to avoid hitting stuff.com or www.man-that-building-came-out-of-nowhere.com. Then you can create a custom site that matches your style and enthusiasm. Check out these page templates because they'll make your web page look better than the damage on my brand new truck. Head to www.squarespace.com/richrebuilds to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code in the description box below. Shout out to Squarespace for making platforms for people's passions, even if they can't drive. The Rivian, this is considered major damage in the Rivian because the truck is one giant body panel. There are no gaps here, and in most trucks, there's a gap that separates the bed from the truck. Not the Rivian. They wanted a smooth and sexy single line. Well, this single line is probably going to be north of $20,000. Matter of fact, this guy's Rivian, which has less damage than mine, was a $40,000 repair. So I'll be updating you on the repair process now that it's in the shop. Also, the tailgate no longer closes, so it needs a new quarter and a tailgate, and also a new rear bumper that I just got replaced. Now, there's 2 points I want to make, and they have nothing to do with each other. First is insurance. I was rear-ended October 14th, and the body shop immediately canceled, saying that they do not work on Rivians. Then they sent me to another shop, and guess what? On December 30th, the other shop also said, nah, we don't work on Rivians either. So now I'm thinking about the Cybertruck. How will repairs work on that? If they can barely do Rivians, which is a pretty standard automotive repair, how will they do the Cybertruck's entirely stainless steel body? Even the Honda Ridgeline did this, and they said, you know what? For the second generation, let's go ahead and change that design so that the bed is at least separate from the rest of the truck. I don't really care, but you should if you ordered one, and that's something to think about, or maybe don't let your friends drive it once you get it. And I know you should also care about another thing I wanted to bring up. I'm sure you've noticed I've been all over the place and a little distant lately. That's because I've been super busy doing a show in the background for the last 2 years, and we just wrapped up filming. A show with who, you ask? Robert Downey Jr. Yes, Iron Man himself. It's called Downey's Dream Cars, and he asked Uncle Rich and the EG crew to build him not one, but 2 custom cars. Now, every show has to have at least one African-American male, or else you know how that's going to go, except Friends. But who did they pick? Idris Elba? No, they picked me, silly.
He picked me, Mommy.
And guess who's the premiere episode? The first episode trying to make a big splash on a new show. Who do you put in it? Tyson Beckford? No, silly, Uncle Rich. Trust me, you want to see this. I mean, there's a Rimac in it. Come on, guys. It's on HBO Max next month, the 22nd. And I don't have HBO Max, so let me know if I can go to your house and watch it. Now, none of this matters because I still need a truck. I need to haul things back and forth from Model D while my Duramax motor is still being built. Remember the Duramax? Pepperidge Farm remembers. And I wanted something cheap, the opposite of a Rivian in every single way. A big bed, lightweight, easy to repair yourself, simple and efficient. Better than the Rivian in every single way, and it has to be quirky and made in America. What vehicle is that? The Volkswagen Rabbit pickup truck, silly. And they're made in Philadelphia, and they are better than the Rivian in every single way, according to the comment section of where I posted this. It looks like an upgrade to me, Rich. It's way better than the Rivian, Rich. Well, let's see, shall we? I bought the truck. Let's just see how much better than a Rivian it is. What do you think, Chad? Isn't that little puff adorable? It's great. What happened?
The shift linkage is like wicked loose.
Yeah, there's some slop in there. It needs a new linkage for sure.
It goes around in circles.
Yeah, it's not supposed to do that. Yeah, linkage would help.
Holy crap.
Watch out, there's a hole there.
I
I don't think so. Nah, just the oil pan. It's fine.
Terrifying.
First gear. Yeah, there you go. That's second.
Dude, so like that's spitting oil right here, and that's sucking it all in.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's no
There's no air intake on it. Well, a guy in Florida built it. I don't know. Take that as you will. I don't know what that means. That's what I was told. A guy in Florida built this, and he drove it around for a while. So yeah, literally, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Joey, the good thing is this.
We made it.
No body work's getting done on this thing. It's just staying as you see it is how it will be.
Oh, look at the bungee cord battery hold down.
Let me see. Oh, I love this. Ready? Let's see how tight that is.
That's the noise I was hearing.
That was probably the rally you were hearing.
It has no suspension
To be fair, newer battery though, 21. I'll take it. Is there coolant in it? Is this coolant? Let's see. Is it? That comes out. That's empty.
That's empty.
That's empty.
I wonder, it never even overheated.
That's why it never overheated. Nothing to overheat.
You probably didn't know it was overheating because there was nothing in it.
That's empty. Literally
That's
empty.
That's empty.
Probably burned most of it.
That's empty.
Empty.
Well, it was well maintained. That's good.
Oh, no heater core. They bypassed the heater core.
They could have done a little bit cleaner, but whatever. It is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, oopsie. Yeah. So it was spitting literal oil.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Wow. It's a cool little diesel, though. I think it's cool. I don't think we should throw that motor away.
No.
That could probably go in something else. Poland Spring. He has a jug of oil here. because he had to do some when he wants to top it off.
There's like a 2-gallon in the.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, of course there is.
That's sketchy.
Of course there is. Well, this car is your average Volkswagen owner type car. This is what they do. I want to open this. I don't have to open this.
Legit smoke just got let out.
Really?
All right, try
Try it
again.
again.
Wow.
It's so quiet.
What?
It's so quiet.
Oh.
Look at the belt. Even though it's been abused for the past, I don't know, since someone had it, never let a young kid own a Volkswagen. I've learned that.
Right?
Even though it's been abused, I bet you this thing would clean up really nice. This thing has another 500,000 miles in it left, I bet. Not in this car, but probably on the shelf.
How do we know that this didn't overheat?
Does the gauge work?
You mean this plug and this plug?
Yeah, it literally could have been overheating its whole life.
Yeah. There's a gauge here that's not connected either.
Yeah,
Well, wait, there's one here. What in the hell? There's one here, and two here. It's a German thing, you wouldn't understand.
You don't understand, seriously.
Oh, that's not nice.
What happened?
It's bare copper with electrical tape all over it.
That makes sense.
I drove this for 2 hours.
2 hours. Didn't even skip a beat. Couldn't find first gear, but it just went.
Then you have this and this. Like, okay, you have two here, you have this here, and then you have two here. What? What? I'm amazed. Like, there's a sensor here. There's a sensor here.
There's no sensors connected.
There's sensor here.
Doesn't matter.
Sensor
Nope.
here. Sensor here. Sensor here.
Nope.
It's like, what does it all do?
No sensing, no.
There's another one down here.
Chad, in the dash, there's a clock and there's water temp. That's really all there is in here.
I may have over-revved it trying to get onto the highway.
This was adjusted so the thing was all the way down.
Not adjusted very well either.
No. That poor oil pan.
Watch your head.
I did that.
Okay.
Oh, here's your shift linkage.
That explains a lot. Oh, wow. Is that why I couldn't shift properly?
Yeah. So, like, there's supposed to be a bushing here in the middle for
Yeah.
left and right. That's why we have such a problem. Oh, they knew about it. They put a piece of rubber hose in it. It's trying to...
Clever. Clever.
It helps out a little bit, but, dude.
Oh, man, this whole thing got bashed in here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Whoa.
Hello there.
Well, that explains first gear.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Joey, I will say, surprisingly,
Look at the fuel tank.
they changed that.
they
They
changed
definitely
that.
changed that.
Oh, we could put that in something else.
Yeah, no, right?
What the hell is that?
That is
Breather?
why.
Down, round, then up.
That's why I couldn't fill it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I was sitting there like, tap, what the heck is that?
Chad, we got free fuel.
Yeah. Some guy felt so bad for us. He literally just went, hey, man, you need this. He gave us like,
Yep.
yeah, $5 worth of fuel.
That's awesome.
And it all ended up on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hell of a lowering kit.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That's how that was done.
So that's how they did it. Okay. But the rear still feels good. The front, not so much.
well, because the rear, because all they did was
They just spaced it.
blocking it.
Yeah.
Oh!
I think the wheel bearing's bad.
Yeah, I think so too. The nice thing is, though, Rich,
Yeah.
this being a monotube,
Yeah.
you know how easy it would be to put a solid rear axle diff in here? You unbolt those, you take this one out, you put the other one in, you bolt it back in. This is probably standard width for what, an S10?
Yeah. Or the Toyota pickup truck too.
Toyota,
The smaller.
I mean, yeah.
S10.
Actually, you
Nissan
probably-
hard body.
Toyota axle would probably be better because it's a third member. It's a chuck. Easy to fix the diff and change out the gear ratio if we had to.
Gotcha.
And they're stronger. So we're gonna have to do a tube square, or even do square box tubing or something to go from side to side to stiffen this whole back end up. I mean, I know we're not gonna cut the whole bed out. It's probably going to be a small section, probably right in this area.
Yeah, where the gas fuel tank is.
Fuel tank is, and the rest will probably stay.
Yeah.
But I would still say, because of all the rot holes that, you know, this is just disintegrating. This right here is technically your main frame. So we'll have to do some boxing off of this.
All the way around.
Box tube to stiffen this whole back end up. And we can build off of that frame to put the motor in.
Oh. I think that's a strong indication as to why it wasn't stopping very well. Is that one even? Oh, jeez.
Twins!
Twinning. All right, so calipers, rotors,
Probably
pads.
These look like they're recent.
Oh, yeah, okay. Those ones
So
are
that's a
bad.
plus. And then they have coil over here, which we can adjust the coil spring to fix the ride height and bounciness issue.
Yeah, but stopping is important.
Stopping's important, yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of what we do to this, you need to be able to stop it.
Right.
But yeah, that's sketch.
This is like one of those tag your it type of things.
Yeah, right? It's like I like the rubber hose bushing.
So I think we could. This shares a lot of parts with the MK1 Golfs.
Yep.
So this should be a really easy thing to get. But I'm telling you, Chad, once maybe I might be.
Might need to put a plate on there or something just so we don't fall through.
All right, and I think these calipers were, I want to say $29, which is pretty cheap. All right, so they put coilovers in the front. It's not a coil set in the rear, but Chad just broke one of the adjustment rings loose, and now he's doing it by hand. There's not really a lot of tension on this shock.
They had this thing maxed out to almost to the bottom, so it would sit as a lowrider.
Yeah.
The problem is you're sitting on like the bump stops. And
Well, not only that, but when you drive like that, you also smash your oil pan.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the previous owner to come forward and say, if that was my car, I had no money, I'm sorry. They probably won't, though.
Probably not. Why would they? If we preload this a little bit,
It won't bounce as much.
Yeah, it should sit a little higher. It was 10 1/4. I'm almost at 10 inches.
Yeah, you got like another half inch out of it, I can see almost.
So you do is you go up to the top of the coil, come down. Wow. I'm beyond that. Okay.
All by hand, not bad.
9 and
You letting the calipers hang?
9.5.
Oh, John.
Oh, John. Oh, whoops.
John, those are cores. I have to take that back.
There's no fluid leaking out of that, which concerns me.
Yeah.
There is nothing coming out of that. Chad, can you
Okay.
do me a favor? Can you go in? Can you like reach in and just hit the brake? I want to see if there's any fluid that comes out of it.
That would explain why the brake sucks so much.
Yeah, hit the brakes, Chad. I gotta see this.
I got nothing.
What did I say? No brake fluid in this thing. This air. So the brakes themselves, I'm going to ship them off back to the return facility using ShipStation. It's the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. In just a few clicks, you're managing orders like a pro, printing out discounted shipping labels like a pro, and getting your products out fast like a pro as well. ShipStation works with all of the major carriers, including USPS, FedEx, UPS, and even international. You can compare and choose the best shipping solution every time, and they even offer big discounts on shipping costs, and you can access the same postage and discounts that are usually reserved for large Fortune 500 companies. Like Tesla would be there if they recognize like the S&P. You could automate shipping tasks, you could prep labels, you can get up to 84% off USPS and UPS. You can use my promo code to get ShipStation for free for 2 months. Go to shipstation.com/richrebuilds for your free 60-day trial. Free. Hey, kids don't even care, man.
Nope.
They're cool. Hey, look, it's a Volkswagen. Let's just slam it and drive it around everywhere and scrape the oil pan.
You don't need a license to be
Okay. Thanks, Sean. and it overheated. So now I have to try to figure out why there was smoke spitting out from the hood. The radiator started going crazy. Once I squeeze that, I see the level changing on the inside. See? So it's getting stuff there. I gotta figure out why and where it's leaking. This seems to be fine. I don't see any other leaks anywhere else, so this... Now I'll make sure the fan is gonna work with this little cocktail I made of a Milwaukee 12-volt battery. I'm just gonna hook the leads up directly to the fan to see if they spin. If it doesn't spin, then we know it's not getting cooled properly. Let's see. Oh, that definitely works. Oh, that certainly works. Oh, hold on. I think I found the culprit. What are the odds of that? That's insane. You probably can't see it very well here, but look. There's a leak right here. See? I gotta get you guys a better look at this thing. Everyone keeps saying that this is better than the Rivian in every way, but I will give it some credit. This is a very, very, very simple setup. I love the full wood here, the high beams, the very basic gauges. Further up here, and you have the glow plug light, you have the low oil light, turn signals, and battery. That is all you get with this vehicle. What else do we have in here with the glove box? Tiny little glove box, not a lot going on there. I don't know if that even comes down or not. I don't know what's in here. That's for the cigarette lighter. But this thing is super, super basic, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like it. If you look at this, there is a split in the dashboard. I think most of these have that same problem, so they put the little fuzz on top to kind of mask that. But this is a very, very simple vehicle. The horn works. It's kind of neat. So if you look here right now, the reverse is pushed down and go to the left. But unfortunately, I can't get into other gears. What's happening is the first gear is hard to get into. And I think that's a very common issue after looking at the forums. I think that's a shifter bushing problem. So I got new bushings. I'm gonna throw those in to see if I could actually start driving this thing for real. But this thing is an absolute hoot. Okay, fun fact, when doing a repair like this one, I thought it'd be a lot easier to actually sit in a chair and work on this pickup truck. Unfortunately, I learned something. When I had to lower the truck to work under the hood to do the rest of the bushings on top of the transmission, I did a thing. And that thing was this. I lowered the truck a little bit too much, and unfortunately the shifting rod bent. So now I have to remove this and fix that problem too. First start. Oh, come on. All right, ready? All right, reverse. Reverse, okay. Fifth. All right. E-brake off. All right, here's the first maiden voyage of this thing. Let's see, well, for me at least. Thanks, man. Woo-wee! Woo! This thing is hilarious. This thing is hilarious. All the gears work fine. All the gears work pretty good. No warning lights. There's no warnings for this thing anyways. So, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Hey, this is Joey. Joey! Honestly, I think this thing is kind of a turd, but I will say it is better than the Rivian in many different ways, except when it comes to safety, technology, interior room, towing capacity, ride quality, safety, comfort, HVAC, lighting, steering, build quality, acceleration, rust tolerance, suspension, safety. Sure, it'll last longer, but I don't know if you've ever driven one of these things, but it's really a massive pile. So anyone that says no is surely fooling themselves, but it is a really cool truck. We have a lot of really cool plans for this thing coming up soon. We have the new floor pans that are here. Those should get replaced. Want to make this thing look nice and spiffy before we do some really fun and interesting upgrades to it. So I will keep you guys posted as to the status of the Rivian. It's being disassembled right now, and the price just keeps going up and up. Either way, see you guys next week.